What's happening, boys and girls? How the devil are we? 4.2 is coming. And there's going to be a lot of new characters, which is absolutely awesome. But what about the changes to the existing ones? Stick around as we dive into that. What's going on, boys and girls? How the devil are we? Shanksy here, and today this video is purely going to be about the changes that are happening to existing characters that may or may not already be part of your roster. Let's have a little look and go into each one of these changes and try not to spend, because I know I can ramble on a little bit. I know. But we're going to try not to spend more than 2 minutes on any one change. All right? I think I can do that. Yeah. Right. Let's start it. Right, first up on the list is America Chavez. She has got a minor change coming to her kit, but I think for the Heroes Brawlers team, it's going to be absolutely massive. What is it then, Shanks? Well, it's going to be a passive, guys, that is going to be changing. She's also going to be gaining a new trait. So she's a Hero Cosmic Mystic Brawler Unity Lucky character, but she's also going to be part of the Young Avengers. So she's getting that tag as well. Then her passive is going to be changing, and it's going to be updated. America Starling is going to be updated to Young Avenger and Hero Brawler allies gain 20% max health. At the moment, that is literally there at 10. So 20% Hero Brawlers and Young Avengers. Is that great? Not really, because you know what? With this, it caps out at 20 anyway. So it's not a huge thing. It's just the Young Avengers will get that extra health as well. So she's not only going to be usable on that Hero Brawlers team. Next up, we have Miles Morales, or Spider-Man in brackets Miles. He is also gaining the Young Avengers trait. So you can already see a bit of a team forming here. His basic Quick Strike is going to be slightly amended as well. Updated if Squirrel Girl is an ally or if the target has defense down, clear 3 positive effects. So at this point in time is attack primary target for 240% damage. If the target has defense down, clear 3 positive effects. That is now going to be clearing those 3 positive effects if Squirrel Girl is an ally. His ultimate is also getting a bit of a look at as well. Web Blast is attack all enemies for 200% damage. Apply disrupt to the primary target. Apply disrupt to 1 additional target. What's new about it is this is going to gain 100,000 extra focus for this attack. And it's also now not going to be able to be blocked at all. So you cannot block this attack. 100,000 extra focus, 100,000, whatever. It's a lot of focus, right? So it's going to land all of the time, and it cannot be blocked. So if you were now to book this up and apply disrupt to 2 additional targets, that is going to be 3 targets always going to be disrupted off the back of this skill. Really, really good, really solid skill, and it's a good upgrade for Miles, where I feel like he was desperately in need of a little bit of loving, you know what I'm saying? Right, the next one up is Miss Marvel, and she is also gaining that Young Avenger trait. Now, her passive, Fangirl, is being updated as well. Possibly one of the most, you know what, not even possibly, it is the most important skill in a Hero Brawlers team, bar none, is Fangirl. And that is the one that gains an assist anytime a Hero Brawler ally attacks. Anytime a Hero Brawler ally goes, they get an assist on assist now. So, what is being changed about it? It's getting updated. It is now gain assist now on each Young Avenger or Hero Brawler's allies turn. On turn, grant assist now to a random Young Avenger or Hero Brawler ally. And when a hero ally drops below 50% health, gain taunt. If that ally is a Young Avenger or Brawler, gain 2 deflects. So again, very, it's a fairly minor change. It's basically your Hero Brawlers now. If you have a Hero Brawler or you want to put in a Young Avenger there, that is also going to do the job for the Hero Brawlers, right? So it's not a massive update to Miss Marvel, but let's face it, she was pretty strong anyway, right? Moving on to Storm. Now we're starting to look at the X-Men due to that beautiful beast. So, Storm's had a little update as well. Nothing huge, but it could be if you're going to start using her in conjunction with Beast, right? So basically, her basic Shocking Blow is now going to be slightly updated, that if Beast is an ally, you are going to be gaining 2 charges instead of 1 charge per basic attack. Obviously, the maximum at tier 4 is still only 20, but if you're using Storming Raids or anything like that, you're going to be able to get those charges up miles quicker. So if Beast is an ally, 2 charges as opposed to 1, but that's not it. Her special, Ice Storm, is also being changed. The updated, if Beast is an ally, there's a 50% chance not to lose charged. That's crazy. That is absolutely bonkers. A 50% chance not to lose your charged when you pop this. Absolutely crazy, huge. Make sure that if you are rocking Storm, Beast is on that team. Scott Summers, Mr. Cyclops, also got a little bit of a change as well. His basic Optic Blast, attack primary target for 220% damage, plus 50% chance to apply a defense down. Now this has been changed. It was, if Psylocke is an ally, always apply defense down. This has now been changed. If this character has 1 or more X-Men ally, always apply defense down. It's a very, very big change, meaning he can move away from Psylocke to really use the full extent of his kit, because you're going to be running in with X-Men, right? And let's be fair, Psylocke's not all that versatile, right? So now, as long as you've got another X-Men as an ally, that will start to trigger. Wolverine is up next, one of my favourite comic book characters of all time, Logan himself. His basic has been updated this time, guys, and Adamantium Claws. If this character has 1 or more X-Men allies, all secondary attacks have a 100% chance to crit. It's pretty big. So if this character has 1 or more X-Men ally, all secondary attacks have a 100% chance to crit. If this character has 1 or more X-Men ally, this attack cannot be countered attack now as well. Absolutely a big change for old Wolverine there. And again, not needing to run in with Beast and stuff, freeing up that slot. I like it a lot. Phoenix has also had a bit of a change. Now I know what you're thinking. Behave yourself, Shanks. How can they make Phoenix even more insane than she already is? Well, I'm going to tell you. Her passive, Phoenix Rising, has been updated. So on ally taunt, gain taunt. Already had that, right? But if Beast is an ally, gain taunt for 2 turns instead. So if anyone taunts, Beast is an ally, Phoenix then gains that taunt for 2 turns. Basically, committing suicide so you can bring out that summon even quicker. It's a pretty big skill if you ask me, and it's a pretty big upgrade for an already insanely powerful character. Now, moving on to the old Marauders / Brotherhood. They're also getting looked at in this patch. And I tell you what, there's some big old changes in here as well. Sabretooth, not so much. He's just had a minor change. So, Feral Healing, at the moment, it grants quite a lot of different things within War anyway, and within that team anyway. So on turn, gain 5% damage per Brotherhood or Marauders ally. If Mister Sinister is an ally, gain 20% crit chance. On turn, heal for 10% of this character's max health. When this character drops below 50% health, gain Death Proof. Gain 15% chance to assist on non-attack abilities. Gain 15% chance to assist on non-attack abilities per Marauder ally. Once it's tier 4'd up as well, heal for 15% of this character's max health. Gain 10% chance to assist on a non-attacker ability, and gain 10% chance to assist on a non-attack ability per Marauder's ally. This is also being updated to gain 5% damage per Brotherhood or mutant ally. That is actually 5% per Brotherhood or mutant ally instead of the Marauders. So the actual damage itself isn't actually changing. So I thought this was. I was actually reading this as more damage. But instead, you can pretty much put him with any mutant team, and that is going to be viable for that extra damage. If this video goes wrong, this is where I fail on the 2 minutes per character. It is Mister Sinister is getting a huge rework, or basically a huge rewording of his skills. So Mutant Geneticist on spawn generate 3 ability for this energy for this character if non-cloned. On turn, heal 15% of max health, 5% of max health per Mauraders ally. Apply regeneration to the 2 most injured mutants on Mauraders ally turn. If this character's health is greater than 50%, redistribute 10% health from this character to that ally. Gain 30% focus. Mauraders allies gain 30% focus. Gain 10% max health. Mauraders allies gain 10% max health. On war defense, Mauraders allies gain 20% max health. And then it gives extra focus, extra max health. There's a video all about the Mauraders if you want to know more. And then even more max health on war. This is basically being changed. Nothing crazy, but they're just including this now to include Emma Frost. So on spawn, generate 3 ability energy for this character if non-cloned. On turn, heal 15% of the max health and 5% max health per Mauraders or Emma Frost ally. Apply regeneration to the 2 most injured mutant allies. If Stryfe is an ally, apply regeneration to him as well. So I'm pretty sure we've already got that. In fact, we haven't got the Stryfe bit on there. So that is a big buff straight away. Strife's going to get a bit of a boost there. Then on Emma Frost or Mauraders ally turn, if this character's health is greater than 50%, redistribute 10% health of this character to that ally. Gain 50% focus. Marauder allies gain 50% focus. Gain 20% max health. Emma Frost and Marauder allies gain 20% max health. So Emma Frost is going to get the extra max health, not the extra focus. On war defense, Emma Frost and Marauder allies gain an additional 30% max health once that's tier 4 as well. So Emma Frost is our 5th member to that Mauraders team, but we ain't done yet. Stryfe, one of my lowest red star characters, is also getting a bit of a buff, and his special superiority is getting a bit of a buff here. Increase the barrier strength across all levels by 5%. Then his passive Grandeur is also being reworked as well. On spawn, fill speed bar by 10% plus 10% per mutant villain ally. On turn, if taunting, gain 1 deflect up to a maximum of 3. Gain barrier for 20% of this character's max health. When a mutant villain ally drops below 50% max health, gain 1 taunt up to a maximum of 3. Gain barrier for 20% of this character's max health. On regeneration, gain barrier for 10% of this character's max health. And on war defense, gain 50% resistance. Mutant allies gain 50% resistance. Gain 50% focus. Villain allies gain 50% focus. So a bit of a rewording, bit of a moving around. Nothing too crazy, but obviously with his special, getting that extra 5% across all levels is pretty big, and it's definitely going to make him a little bit tankier in war. And there is one more. Now, this to me may be the craziest one out of all of them, because I feel like Toad's actually a very, very good character, and the new Brotherhood are absolutely smashing it up in war at the moment, right? So, passive Amphibian Anatomy is updated for in war, gain 100% focus, and Brotherhood allies gain 100% focus. So at the moment, he's gaining 50% focus, and then in war, once it's maxed up, it's 60%. He's basically getting another 40% focus for himself and all mutant allies. That's really big in my opinion. And I would go as far to say, out of all of the changes, this one is possibly the biggest one. All of those extra focus points for Magneto, for example, to apply his blinds, disrupt and whatnot, is absolutely huge. Again, Pyro, all the disrupts that he applies, getting that extra focus. In my opinion, this is an absolutely massive, massive skill. Right, that is all of the changes coming to this current roster. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Guys, if you have, do me a massive favour. Give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content from yours truly. But until next time, be smart, be strong, be safe. And I'll see you on the flip side. Discord links down below, all that type of good stuff. You take it easy.